Okay, it's Saturday, the 4th of January. We'll give an update on the snow and possibly another storm next weekend. We'll talk about that. Um, right now, I'm just giving you this in case you want to make a donation. I'm trying to raise enough money to cover some of my expenses, and I appreciate any help. I want to thank these people for donating yesterday, and maybe we'll add some more names there today. But I appreciate all the help that you give me. Just want to show you the national map. This is this afternoon. You can see there's snow out here in the Rockies as the storm is just starting to come out of the Rockies. This is squalls off the lakes over here. As we go into Saturday evening, you can see that snow starting to stretch out. This is around 11 o'clock tonight. You can see the squalls appear, but you can see this is starting to stretch out as the storm is starting to take shape. It'll start to pull out into the plains tomorrow. This is around noontime tomorrow. You can see it's now out all the way out to Indiana, and it's working its way east. Um, and then you can see it's a straight west to east. It's coming out of the Rockies and it's going to go straight across. And it's not a nor'easter. It won't turn up the coast and things like that. But as you can see, it comes all the way across. This is by Monday evening around it's about 7 o'clock, and it's pretty much that's what you're going to get there. Now this is total snow, and this is also off the lake. So let's look at this a little bit closer. Okay, and as you can see, there's a big cutoff up here where it just snows to the south, and then to the north, the air is just too dry and cold, and it's just not going to snow. So it's basically south of Route 80. Then as you get into Jersey, it's basically south of 78. And there could be a little bit more snow up here than it's showing, but it's only going to be very light up here. But the heaviest snow is right along the Mason-Dixon line down here, across Delaware, across southern New Jersey here, Philadelphia. You're going to get 4 to 6. Um, and you can see it's a pretty good snow for people that just don't get some snow down south here. It usually doesn't happen, but you're going to get it right there, and so that'll make a few people happy. It shows down here in southern Delaware that there's no snow, but I think there's snow down here. There is a little bit of sleet and freezing rain involved with this down south, but not in the Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey area. Just looking at this a little closer, you can see this is lake effect up here mostly, and then down here is from the storm. Down the Pittsburgh area, you're probably looking at 3 to 5 inches. South of it, it could be 6 inches to 8 inches as you get into the Laurel Highlands. There's a couple of sweet spots down here that can get up to a foot of snow, so that's not totally out of the question. As you can see down here, Wilmington, maybe 5, 6 inches, 7 inches. Philadelphia, depending on where you're at in that suburb area here. But northern, like towards Bristol, you might get 4 or 5 inches. And then down towards where the airport's located, you can get, 5, 6 inches. So it depends on where you're at. Up here, Berks County, 3 to 5 inches. Up towards Allentown, 1 to 3 inches. And again, South Jersey here, you're the target area. You get 9 to 12 inches of snow. Same thing in here in Central Dover, 10, 11 inches of snow. It does a pretty good number. And then down towards Baltimore, they're in that 10, 11 inch range, 12 inch range. And again, the storm is still coming out of the Rockies. It's still not possible to um, hone in on exact amounts yet, but this is generally what we're expecting, what I expect based on what I see. As we get later in the week, this is Friday. It's around 11 o'clock noontime Friday. You can see Texas has got their snow in Texas, which is normally what kind of happens when you get these east-west things. Cold air dives into Texas and they get snow, which they're not used to down there. You'll be reading about that later on this week. But as the storm moves, you can see it's going towards the Great Lakes up here. But then a secondary storm will form off the coast over here on Saturday and light up the Northeast corridor, the I-95 corridor, and then that would be your nor'east snowstorm. So let's just see if this happens. This would be Saturday, Sunday next weekend. And it's still a ways away. And again, you have to get one storm through before the next storm. You can hone in on it, but there will be another storm next weekend. And if you're going to get a nor'easter, that's possibilities, which can happen. All right, this is Fred. You take it easy. You'll be safe out there, and I'll update this thing tomorrow. hone in on it a little bit better if we can. But that's the way I see it right now.